The world is shifting, fast, unpredictable, sometimes even overwhelming. In moments like this, people search for places that feel steady, grounding, human. That's why the Host Café means more than just design to us.
When we started this project, we kept coming back to one idea, the Oasis, the soul of a lane, a symbol of calm, life, and belonging.
I'm Caio Sherry Alves, founder and creative director at BLAK Interiors.
Hello, I'm Rodrigo Arroyeda. I'm architect in BLAK Interiors and the lead architect for the project of the Host Café in Alain. Well, the main source of inspiration for me, it was the location itself. The most characteristic thing about Alain is its authenticity, the traditions. We try to make a space where they feel like they're connected to the environment. We try to follow some trends, like very minimalistic with white colors, another type of palette, very pale. And then we were thinking, but this could be placed anywhere, like it's what we call generic architecture, like a building that could be placed anywhere in the world, lacks of character, right? So we try
context.
Exactly. So we try to find something that anchors the place in its context. So that's why we chose different textures that can be recognizable throughout the city. When you go throughout the city, you start to see the dunes, the sand, then you start to see the stone on the old buildings that they still remain, the fortress, the water running through the wadis, and also the plants, the palm trees. So we try to get the best of these elements and bring it inside of the host.
Our vision was simple. Bring the Oasis inside. Create a place where people don't escape the world. They reconnect with themselves.
I think one element as well that kind of brings nature indoors is the selection of the chairs, the accent chairs, which to me reminds me of like stones and pebbles, along the way. And the nature is inorganic, is not structure, right? So the clay as well, the materiality present in the clay, the selection that you've picked for the table, and as well as even the chairs have curves within its own structure and form. Tell us about the ceiling of this space. Tell us about what was the decision and what was the inspiration to create what you've created.
The inspiration as you can see, like the ceiling has a lot of curves that also you can find the curves in different elements like the countertops, like the benches. What we were trying to accomplish is that in nature, in real nature, you get to see these curves in the dunes, or in the water, in the paths of the water. So these elements, we're trying to bring these natural geometries inside our cafe. We worked with layers of light, which is something that we always recommend in all of our projects, whether they are residential or commercial, because with the different layers of light, you can control according to the moods. So instead of having like huge or a lot of spotlights, we added a lot of LED lights in different places, warm lights, which adds this sense of being in a very cozy place, and also accent lights to show the different textures of the walls, of the plants, of the pebbles inside. You cannot see it from here, but inside the planters, you find a lot of pebbles that they are based with the LED lights. So it gives a lot of warmth and accents the textures that we applied on the site.
Amazing. And I think you really feel it when you walk in their space, no matter what time of the day. It has this calming, soothing feeling, it just feels like you're just reaching an oasis. I have a feeling that people are going to feel very comfortable and they're going to stay to have a lot of coffee and enjoy their experience and slow down.
See nature not just as scenery, but as an inspiration. The textures, the warmth, the quiet harmony, all of it guided our choices.
Every curve, every material, every soft detail in the Host Café was crafted with intention, because passion is what transforms a concept into an experience.
So as you step in, you look at this beautiful flooring, which was an inspiration from there.
It's an inspiration from the texture you can find in the dunes, the sand. Also, you can find different textures, like the tiles represents the water in a lane, the stone effects on some details like the counter that represents also the different old buildings like fortress and its textures you still can find. Every day that we were coming to a lane, what caught us the attention was the color of the sand, which is very different from the one in Dubai. This one is really red, and it has a very beautiful contrast with the different palm trees. So we try to bring these two colors, like the red from the sand and the green from the greenery. So we used it in some accent chairs, in the tiling, also in real plants that we install in place.
Me having worked in hospitality for many years, I understand a little bit about how operations plays a pivotal role in the beauty functional of the cafe. And I think knowing how much kitchen we left, obviously in this project, we partner with the GLI Hospitality Consultancy as well. They are the ones who actually awarded us the project. And together we've realized that we're a very strong team, because at the end of the day, a beautiful cafe is only just as beautiful as how it operates and how it flows. So the kitchen itself takes 45% of the footprint of the space. And that was something that we took very seriously.
One of our design process was to interview the chef of the place, different waiters and workers, to understand their daily work. And then we were designing different workflows to make it as much functional as possible and to assign different spaces to the different tasks that should be developed in the site.
To the environment, to the culture, to the people who walk through these doors, design should welcome you the way the Oasis welcomes travelers.
And above all, be real. Authenticity is the heart of BLAK Interiors. We didn't want to imitate nature, we wanted to honor it. The Host Café isn't decoration, it's a feeling. This space is a reminder
That calm can be created.